legends start here. The people say that on this day, this church looked splendid and with the best decorations of this time. The church are full in these times of family and friends of the married couple.
The event happened in the 50s. Lupita was a beautiful girl with 20 years old. That she has the life ahead, a lot of life, and she fell in love with Jesus, and that which is a friend since childhood.
One of those days, Jesus asked Lupita to marry him, and she was very happy. You know, they had this whole life ahead of them. They were so young, and Lupita, she was madly in love with Jesus, and Jesus was madly in love with her as well. But they had this common friend, Ernesto, and Ernesto was also in love with Lupita. But Ernesto didn't know that Jesus was also in love with Lupita. So when he found out, he went to Lupita's house and claiming that he was supposed to marry her, not Jesus. So, you know, they had this huge disagreement, and they ended up fighting and discussing. And
Lupita told her that she wanted Ernesto like a brother, and she wanted to Ernesto understand this, that she loved Jesus.
There is another version that says that Lupita who excitedly get married with Ernesto, and she was going to get married.
it was the wedding day at this same place, you know, and it was said that Jesus was the first one to arrive to the church, because that's what you know, the groom always does. And it was Jesus and Ernesto waiting for her, because Ernesto was the godfather, so he was also waiting here with them. And when she arrived, it was said that the first thing that Jesus did was kiss her in the forehead. So Ernesto, he felt like it was being fooled by them, because thanks to Ernesto, they fell in love. And he was also madly in love with Lupita. So he felt really disgusted and as sort of betrayed by his friend.
It was so much angry that he pulled out the gun and shot in the head of Jesus.
Everyone was very scared. Lupita couldn't believe it and couldn't get over it. While Ernesto shot himself in the head and died instantly.
There's another version of the story that says that Lupita arrived first, and as soon as he entered the church, Jesus, Ernesto also entered with him, and they were entering at the same time, and Ernesto shot him in the face. But regardless of all the stories that the other versions and everything, the true story is that Lupita, after that day, she was never the same. And that same exact afternoon, on the Sunday, the next Sunday of the next week, she came to the church dressed as the bride, because she got obsessed with, you know, the idea of getting married, because she never got married, and she was traumatized.
And so it was every Sunday for about 30 years until she died. This was become a custom in Culiacan, and she did this because she think that one day God will return his boy.
There is a legend that few people know about a concierge and a monkey.
Before remodeling the zoo, there was this concierge who really appreciated the animals, because he really liked animals, but especially this baby monkey who had just been born. And what he did, he used to treat him like he was his own child. He used to bring him like bananas and extra food. He spoiled the monkey. As time went by, obviously the monkey started to grow, and you know, the concierge, he was very old. Even when he was very sick, he would come often and just give food to the monkey.
One day the man don't return, and the monkey don't want to eat. So the people of the zoo need to force them to eat. The problem is that the old man died for a cardiac problem. And the monkey took this like a die of a friend.
One of the guards says that he saw a man around 12 o'clock feeding the monkey.
The new guard, he didn't know about the concierge's death. So he told them jokingly about his relationship with the monkey. And the next morning, they found banana peels at the cage of the monkey. And the other guards, jokingly as well, they told the guard, like, oh, you're so alike like the other concierge. But he didn't do anything.
The word says that he doesn't do anything about the banana peels. He said that it was a man who came at the midnight and feed the monkey.
He was told that this guy died and he felt speechless and